In the universe are billions of galaxies.
In our galaxy are billions of planets.
But there is only one Earth.
For most of our history, humans lived in harmony with nature.
But we have shattered that balance.
Exploiting our planet for products and wealth, creating a climate catastrophe, driving species to extinction,
And polluting our land, seas, and air.
The wave of life is fraying. If it fails, we as a species will fail too.
The science is clear, and time is running out.
We must go from harming our planet to healing it.
We must protect what we have and bring back what we lost to advance to a more sustainable future where everyone can thrive.
Humanity has come together before to prevent environmental catastrophes.
We have helped repair the ozone layer.
We've restored millions of hectares of land and marine ecosystems, protecting thousands of species. And we've banned dangerous pollutants.
Saving countless lives.
Let those victories be the torches that ignite more action and illuminate the path to a world in which we are once again at peace with nature.
In the universe are billions of galaxies. In our galaxy are billions of planets. But there is only one Earth.
Solo un planeta Tierra.
只有一个地球。
केवल एउटै पृथ्वी.
Bara en jord.
Dunia ni moja tu.
And there we go. What a better introduction for the upcoming World Environment Day. And it's commemorated on June 5th. And here to tell us all about how Belize will be celebrating from the Department of Environment, Environmental Officer Jorge Franco. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm excited.
Nice.
This week, we are gearing up to celebrate World Environment Day, which is on June 5th. And we have planned a lot of activities, which is, we're calling, based on the theme, which is Only One Earth. It's basically a call of action.
Yeah.
We know that Earth is having what we call a triple threat. We're looking at climate change, we're looking at nature loss, biodiversity loss, and we're looking at pollution and waste. Yeah. So this year commemorates 50 years of celebrating World Environment Day. Really? So it was established since 1972. So it's a great event, it's a big event, and this year's theme is the same theme that was given for the first year of World Environment Day. Again, it's a call of action.
We're repeating the same theme.
We're repeating the same theme because we believe it's 50 plus, and we need to commemorate it and mark our, half a century of celebrating World Environment Day.
It means in 50 years, we still didn't achieve that goal with only one Earth.
We're only one Earth, and it's what we call constant improvement.
Yeah, yeah. Jorge, let's step back for a moment. I think we should have been outdoors, but we can blame the weather, right? But when I saw that video that just aired, I think putting into context how when we talk about environmental practices that we have, the things that we do to preserve our environment here in Belize, how it's just one in the entire puzzle of what's happening on Earth. Let's look at the public education work that the Department of Environment does, how you drive this message home that Belize, as beautiful and as rich as we are in our resources, we are only a part of this global community.
Well, it's through the public awareness unit of the Department of the Environment that we try to raise these awareness. We already know that government is doing a lot. It's having its policies, it's having its action plans in place. But through the public awareness, we want to raise awareness now to garner community involvement. Yeah. And so the activities that we planned this week is basically going out there and engaging everyone. If you look at the video, they say, excuse me, everyone needs to be involved to make sure that we can save planet Earth. Yeah. And so we do these activities geared to the general public, and we have, I think it's 3 activities that we really want to push out there to build that awareness within the general community.
Yeah. They always say that the younger population, that they are becoming far more aware and very, very big advocates against some of the issues surrounding climate justice. They are, we saw them at COP26. They took to the streets. They've been very vocal. So these competitions, you're hoping that the young people in Belize are going to get involved.
Well, that's the intention. The week events includes everybody from the youngest to the oldest and to family and the community as a whole. For example, this week we're having the Tic Tac Competition, which is geared at primary schools. It's basically just tell us what only one earth means to you. Give us 2 minutes video and you have a chance to win one of 3 great prizes.
Yeah.
But not only that, once you are involved, right, you have the opportunity for your Tic Tac video to be highlighted through the UN website as well, because we'll be putting out all the Tic Tacs. But unfortunately, we can only have 3 winners. And we'll be putting these out using the hashtag Only One Earth, hashtag World Environment Day.
And the deadline is today.
The deadline is today, unfortunately. It's been out there for 3 weeks.
The good thing is TikTok's easy for Mick, right?
Beautiful. That's the idea, and we realize that it doesn't take a lot of resources.
Yeah.
So that's the intention behind it.
All right. So the age for that competition, you said is primary school
Only
age?
primary school.
Okay.
But again, we always want the parents, the brothers, the siblings to get involved with the primary school students. So it's a family affair.
All right. And all you have to do is use the hashtag when you post it so that it can be found by your people.
Well, whether they don't, once it's submitted to DOE, we will evaluate and then we will add on the hashtag. So you will definitely get, that publicity out there. Global.
What are the prizes involved here?
Okay, for first prize, we have a Samsung tablet and a check for $100. We know that you have to pay for your internet, so we are cognizant of that. Second prize, we have a school bag full of goodies worth over $100 plus a check of $50. And third prize, we have a Motorola headset and a check for $30.
Okay, good. Those are some fantastic prizes. A brand new tablet for a primary schooler is a big deal.
Exactly, and they can use it to do schoolwork. I know some of the schools are still having some online sessions as well, so it benefits.
So that's one of the competitions you're having. Tell us about the others.
What we have planned on Friday, June 3rd, is what we call an environmental fair. We want to bring out local businesses. We want to highlight the environmental products, highlight our local producers. Most of the time, they are not given that exposure. A lot of time, we don't know they are there. The local crafts. We also want to bring out the government departments so that they can sensitize the general public on what they're doing to combat this triple threat that Earth is facing. And how is it that we are going to resolve this issue?
Okay, and where is that fair going to be?
The fair is going to be in Bangopan. It's at the Civic Center Park. It's near the Social Security, and it runs from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yeah. All right, and so people can go out and see many different businesses. And the third event?
The third event is on Saturday, June 4th. We have a walkathon scheduled in Orange Walk. We have a walkathon scheduled in Bangopan. In Orange Walk, we've teamed up with the Orange Walk Town Council, local NGO, youth NGO, Eco Hearts, and also a project that is working in the restoration efforts for the New River. So with the Orange Walk Town Council, we ask that if you want to participate in the walkathon, to contact the Ms. Josie Canton from Eco Hearts, Mr. Belizario Carballo, and with Martuar, you can register through the Department of the Environment. Now the one in Bangopan, well, let me go back to the Orange Walk one. The walk starts and ends at the Orange Walk Central Park, which everybody also knows as the Queen Elizabeth Park. And it starts at 6 a.m. So be there. We will be offering T-shirts. So when you register in time, so that you get your T-shirt for the day of the walkathon.
Okay.
And
so that's Orange Walk.
That is for Orange Walk. And in the Bond in Bangopan, it's 6 a.m. It starts from Kamalote and it goes into Bangopan. We've coordinated there along with the Bangopan Town Council, but you can register with the DOE. We have put out a link. You register there again, and you can participate and earn yourself a free T-shirt for the walkathon. Okay. The one for Belize City, we had to postpone. We're in a sunny situation, so we're putting off the Belize City walkathon until June 11th. So we got more time to prepare for that. So we expect Belize City to be a bigger walkathon. Again, it was celebrating World Environment Day, and we want to make sure that even though it's June 5th, every day is a chance to improve our environment. So on June 11th, we come out in strong force in Belize City. We do the walk from BTL Park to Lighthouse and back. We will be providing snacks. Again, we encourage everybody to come out as a family. Bring your recyclable water bottles. We will be having refilling stations. We don't want to be using the disposable bags, the plastics, the one-time use. So we encourage people to come out with their recyclables. We will also have some available if needed.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's such a key thing, because we've seen many times where you have these long walks, and then you just, as you pass through, you're just seeing the plastic bags all over the place, which would definitely not fit in for Environment Day. Jorge, let's take a moment, though, as we talk about commemorating World Environment Day. One of the big things that's been happening, that's been finalized this year that we haven't discussed, has been the ban on plastics. And it has done two things. One, it's kept people a bit more conscious, but it's also opened an industry for biodegradable products as well. Talk to us about some of the things that people have ventured into, and how Belizeans across the country are trying to get behind this initiative.
Well, as you may know, it's a phased approach. We've seen a lot of the biodegradables coming in now, they are importing. Yeah. We are aware of local producers who are now transitioning into actually manufacturing biodegradables here. And the beautiful thing of that is that we are expecting the high cost of these biodegradable imports. If you produce them locally, the cost can be cheaper and made more affordable to the general public. Wow. Right? So there's a phase out. We're moving towards that, the single use. So we are working closely with local manufacturers. We know that manufacturing in Belize only meets a low percentage of the consumption. So we are stepping up our control with the Customs Department through the ASICODA system to make sure, and with Belize Bureau of Standards, to make sure that whatever we import meets our national biodegradable standards. Yeah. It's a challenge, but we're working closely, not only with the DOE, but like I said, it's a government effort.
What are some of the products that are being manufactured here?
Some of the products that we're seeing that will soon be manufactured would be the biodegradables, clamshells. You're gonna see some of the cups. Okay. We're gonna see some of those coming on. We know people are doing experimental work with the spoons and forks. It's not, people might think it's easy, just put a batch in and a spoon comes out. No, there's a science behind it. We have to make sure we get the proper mixtures of the materials so that they could, meet our standards.
Because the point is, it's supposed to be biodegradable.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the standards that you're talking about with the imports, that there has to be, you can call many things biodegradable, but it's how quickly and how safely it breaks down.
Yeah. And that's the reason why we teamed up with Belize Bureau of Standards. They are responsible for that. I know we will start doing testing eventually. Yeah. Again, we have a lot of public concerns that maybe some of the products are not biodegradable, so testing is very important. And
so you test the products to see how biodegradable they are?
Belize Bureau of Standards will commence a testing process, so they will do random sampling, and hopefully before the end of the year, we would know and are in a better position to see which products we are allowed to import.
What's the next phase for the phase out?
The next phase is to basically just continue ensuring that the t-shirt bags, the pong bags, the ice bags, those we can transition eventually to having those as biodegradables. We have a lot of restricted products. Yeah. And so gradually we're going to move to see how we can improve in addressing those restricted products that we have.
Yeah, yeah. What about some of the, we talk about trying to use your own reusables, using canvas bag, your market bag. We all try, I try. It's just sometimes you forget. But what are some of the other things that people can do to be more environmentally conscious?
Well, I think it's more of a behavioral issue, because growing up, I know we used to use paper bags. So what we tend to see now is that we encourage people to use the tote bags. We give them the tote bags. We've reached out to supermarkets. We encourage them not to issue the t-shirt bags or the plastic bags unless they request it. We've seen a lot of changes happening where people are taking their own bags. Yes, it's a little bit difficult, but cultural change takes a little bit of time. Yeah. And hopefully, gradually, we'll be moving there. And hence, it's important, we use key environmental days like World Environment Day to bring out this information so that people can, start doing that one change. If everybody does a little bit, planet Earth will win.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've seen, a lot of people buy into the reusable bags, and that's helpful. It's going to reduce the amount of waste that we have. But my question is, how do you collaborate to work on the bigger problem that we have, which is, it's throwing away a single-use plastic bag is great if is always going to be a challenge, but we have a littering problem. And so it makes it worse. So what would have happened through the system with plastics getting into different environmental factors, we do it directly. What do we do about littering in the country?
Well, we always work along with the Belize Solid Waste Management Authority, and we have an active littering campaign. We always would know, you will see on our webpage, on our Facebook, we're building awareness on waste management in a whole, because waste management does encompass littering. We empower the local communities as well. You know, we have a littering offense violation legislation. Yeah. We empower all the new municipalities, all the new councillors, to build awareness, where we use the ticketing system as much as possible. Again, we try not to use the ticketing system. We try to make sure that we build awareness and let people know why it is important for them to properly store or manage their waste. Yeah. Like recently, we were at the showgrounds. We were collaborating with them, building awareness on proper waste management. Yeah. Because we know that plastics eventually will become microplastics, and it does have an environmental effect. We have scientific research to show that it's in our marine environment. Yeah. And so this type of data is the data we build awareness with, to show people that, listen, these are the things that we are consuming. We are affecting the environment. We are affecting ourselves. Right? We've always at the department built awareness around a healthy, clean environment means a healthy and happier Belize, happy people, and a healthier planet Earth.
Yeah. And there are even some young entrepreneurs who've been popping up, creating environmental. We had one last week on the show, MJ's Natural Clean, creating environmentally friendly cleaning products. So there are many different things that people can do to be more environmentally conscious. How do you, how do people get ideas or tips from DOE or from other agencies to see how they can start to integrate that in their daily life?
What happened is that we would promote from a broad perspective. Yeah. Again, we do not go into the business and give business ideas. Yeah. But once we see that your business is there, we highlight you. For example, the MJ is the one cleaning up. Yeah. We have invited them to our fair, you know, giving that publicity and awareness. We hope to have some of the media houses out there, you know, taking and doing interviews. And then again, it's building capacity with them, and then building that collaboration to see how we can contribute to what they are doing to improve or to enhance or grow them. It's not only DOE, you know. We have Beltree that could join them, build these small businesses.
Do we still have a lot of schools that create environmental clubs?
We do. We've seen some. Yeah. And where they don't exist, we still go out into the schools. We have a program that we call Healthy School Program. We go to the primary schools. We talk to the principals, to the teachers, and we basically see what they're doing before the school year ends. And we see their environmental change by the end of school year, and then they continue that. So we continue that on an annual basis. We call it a Healthy School Program.
Nice. And what are some of the messages that you teach to the little ones?
Well, first of all, we teach them about biodiversity loss, proper waste management, air pollution, land pollution, water pollution, and what they can do, how they can contribute from home, you know, carrying information to their parents, and then bring about that transformative change, that effective change that World Environment Day is calling us out to do right now.
And isn't it interesting how the younger ones are the ones who perhaps grasp the concept more?
It's very interesting, and we've noticed it not only in the environmental issue, but also in the health issues. Yeah. So I think it's just that they are more open-minded, they are more available, and you know, they're willing to learn. And again, it has to do a lot of how you engage and excite the child as well, because you might know a lot of information, but if you cannot pass it on to the child, hence it's very important that, you know, educational awareness, environmental awareness, it's really a specialty. It's not just telling people certain things, but it's how you get that information out there to them.
All right. And so once again, let's go through how people can participate in World Environment Day. The official day is June 5th, under the theme
Only One Earth.
And the Tic Tac competition is the one that ends today, so people need to know about that. Tell us the rules once again.
Well, the rules is basically just send us a video no longer than 2 minutes, and just tell us what Only One Earth means to you. Again,
let's give them a cheat then. What does Only One Earth mean to you?
And that's why I mentioned the triple threat that Earth has. We're looking at climate change issues, we're looking at biodiversity loss through nature loss, basically referring to deforestation and those type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then we're looking at pollution and waste. So we know that government is doing their part. We want to see and engage the general public for them to do their part as well, because again, it's everybody's business.
Yeah. All right. So Tic Tac competition closes at 4 p.m. today, and then we have the fair.
The fair is on Friday. People do come out. Again, it coincides with Market Day in Belmopan, so we expect to see and get a lot of publicity. We've invited over 20 small businesses, local businesses to be out there.
Yeah.
So do come out and you'll, get your discounts on these items that they're selling, and you will also be informed about changes that are happening and future plans that are coming through the government to address the triple threat.
All right. And then we have our walks.
Yes, the walk is a walk for a healthier body, which means a healthier earth. It shows your commitment to World Environment Day, and that is what we want the world to see. We will be highlighting all these videos, all these pictures with our hashtag World in One Earth, so that the world can see that, Belize is a small country, but it's doing a great contribution to ensuring that Mother Earth survives and we continue to be a happy people.
All right. And we keep on appreciating the environment that we are blessed with. So the walk is on Saturday in Orange Walk and Belmopan. In Orange Walk, it starts at?
The Central Park, also known as Queen Elizabeth Park, and it ends there as well.
At 6 a.m.
At 6 a.m.
And in Belmopan, where do you start?
It starts at Kamalote. We'll be providing transportation from the Market Square out for people who are interested. So just be there for 5:30, and they will take you out. If you can make your way out to Kamalote, we'd appreciate that as well. Okay. And again, snacks provided, refreshments. Bring your recyclable water bottles. We really want to stay away from the disposables, the single use.
And then on June 11th.
June 11th, we come to Belize City to do the walkathon. Again, we had a conflict and we know that certain things has to happen, but we will have the walkathon for Belize City, and we're partnering with Oceana with that.
Nice.
And so our contact person there is Cleon Coleman, so we can register with Cleo Coleman and you'll qualify for that t-shirt.
All right, so everybody get a free t-shirt once they register?
Once supply is available, you will get.
People like free thing, All right. Well, Jorge, thank you so much for joining us and reminding us once again how important it is that we put into perspective our role in celebrating and preserving the environment.
Yes, thank you too.
All right. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, it's graduation season, and we are going to be talking to 3 top achievers from St. Catherine Academy. So please, stay tuned.